More Grand Hauler build. Finally. My bad, guys. Just been the point of, I know it's getting to the stage where it's done, and I really didn't know what to do with it. There's a wide range of ideas, products, upgrades and all sorts that you can do to make it into something completely different. And anyway, after racking my head and going through images and trying to find ideas and looking at other people's builds and trying to get inspired, I just felt like I was getting nowhere. I was going to go with my blue-grey theme as I've got on my other trucks. And as much as I really wanted to do it like that and enjoyed that idea of it, the back of my head I still wanted something different. So I know what I've got in mind now. It's just a case of doing a little more research and finding more pictures, because obviously what I want is going to require a trailer building, because they can't be bought for what I want. So yeah, this is going to become quite a fun truck along the way. I did intend just to like build it up and have it basically something to go anywhere and play with, i.e. if I wanted to take it through the woods through the summer on dry days a little bit. That were my plans. So the diffs are going to be getting unlocked. Quite a few changes made to it, and I'm just going to get it built up basically so you guys can see to the point of the manual. Regarding the MFU, the sound unit and lights and stuff, we'll just forget about that completely for the minute, because there's going to be some work needed doing prior to all that, and I need it right. So get it built up to kit for them, because paint jobs and all that, that's down to you anyway. I can't do that for you. That's all your own imagination and your own personalities going into it. But as far as getting this actual build process built to just a standard Tamiya Grand Hauler kit, yeah, that's where I can help you guys out. So let's crack on with that. So last time we left off there, which was the fifth wheel. Cab wasn't on it, I've just popped that on there. And if you remember, I stole the motor for something else. I did have a 55 turn crawler motor for it, which is just ideal. But I've got a Poison motor, one of the Carson pullers in the box. And I think they're rated at 35 turn. So it will do, because I may go just to a 1-speed planetary in the end. I don't know, I might keep the 3-speed. I really don't know. But what I do know is where I want to go with the truck now. So, section 39, and we're basically going to look at putting the plate in, ready to get the interior in, somewhere to mount the cab to and things like that. And then we can look at getting the cab decorated. So, got all my bits and bobs out in the box ready. All the little tubs. In fact, might be better moving this out of the way. So first step for 39, this plate here, N2. So now we're going to require a couple of these. These will basically get screwed onto there, and then you have somewhere to mount the cab to keep the cab secure once it's on the truck. You'll see that in a short while. So we've just used the 3x8 tapping screws in there. Now we want the bases for the seats. Those just sit on there nice and comfortably, just over the little lips that you can see. And again, same screw, but this time from the bottom. And same again for that side. So now for 39, plate should now be looking like that. Turn the page to 40, and now we require this tray and the remaining two brackets to connect the body. This time, rather than them lipping over and sitting down that way, this time they're going to be more sat on that way. Same again on the other side. Now here on 40, it shows regarding putting the antenna holder in there. I'm running this on 2.4 gig, so I don't require an antenna. So next up, you're wanting these, and to the back of this tray, I'm just going to pop these into these holes. They will require self-tapping into there. And if you don't have the tool for it, there's this little spanner thing that you get in the kits. This is ideal. The next bit in the manual is regarding putting the vibration unit in here. That's part of the MFU, so I'll be skipping that for now and going on to the next section. So now they're in, you want to take these two parts F4, and you're going to need Q7, a few washers, the two different sized washers, a 4mm and a 3mm, and then you're going to want a couple of these screws. Now, which one's which? So yeah, we're going with the smaller washer here on the bottom to this side of the tray. Then the F4s, they just want to sit on there. And then the washers on top. Bit fiddly. Now, one of these into the rear holes, and that is just going to line its way through there. And same again here. Still got a few bits to file, but next these just want to push up under there. Same at that side. Now the holes on the deck, there is no holes, but if you take a look to the back of it, you may just need to drill them out. So I'm just going to go and drill those out, and I'll be back in a moment. So with those now drilled out, these longer screws, drop them in place and screw them up. Now it doesn't state particularly for that part in the manual that it requires drilling, so coming across some parts in the build you are just going to have to use your head a little bit and try and just think through a couple of situations. So for this section now, we do need the chassis, and obviously these plates that we've just built up. Right, got the screws, and you will require a couple of body clips. Now you're going to want this. Your battery is going to be required at the back for easy access through the cabin door. So if I line in the holes on this plate to the one sat here just at the rear of the tanks, and just going to need 2 of the smaller screws. They're the BA3s, they're 3 by 6 mils. Let's drop them in there. There we go. Now these are all self-tapped into the chassis, so there is no pressure needed. And the other 2 smaller ones, I can just get those. Now, I don't know if you can see, but the other 2 smaller ones to the front of the plate, just want to drop those in there. And with access through the top, I can just screw those up. So next up, the other tray go in here using these holes, same at either side, and this time we require the BE ones. They're the slightly larger screw, and they're the 3 by 12 mils. Interior tray, and it sits around the gearbox, and again just lining the holes up. Screws are already tapped. Again, just proceed to get all these screwed. Now that's on the chassis, it's looking well, and these little plates here that we did first. Now if you look on the side of your cab, you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So now your cab will just sit over those, and it just screws to there, making it nice and secure on the chassis. So as this is pretty much done, we've got the last few bits to do, so we'll get those done next time, which I promise you guys won't be long. Oh, sorry, one more thing. The body clips just to the rear of this, and just pop those in there like so. You might just want adjusting and turning for the back door to close, so it's something or nothing at the minute, but you can adjust them by putting the wrench back on there. In fact, let's just do it now, There we go. No chance of the door closing on the back now. Next time we'll come back and we'll look at finishing all the little detailer bits off on the cab, like fitting the grille and the bumper and all the little accessories such as mirrors and everything else to the cab, and finishing the interior. And then guys, that is it, I'd say, for now for the Grand Hauler build. Obviously at a later stage I'll be coming back to fit the MFU and other bits, and I've got other upgrades for it as well, so there'll be odd videos throughout time. Also I need to like replace all this, so bits need to come apart, so I guess you'll learn then, not being afraid to take your truck apart. So I'm going to wrap this one up now guys, so thanks for being patient and staying tuned with me through that one. I do like to ramble. If you're not already subscribed, please do give me a subscribe, it goes a long way, really does, and hit that bell get your notifications, give me a big thumbs up, and drop me a comment down below. I do my best to get back to everyone. Feel free to go and give my page a like. I put other content out on there that you don't see on YouTube, and you also get little bits like more of what I'm planning on doing and other stuff that you don't see on YouTube either. So yeah, feel free to give that a like, channel a sub, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out guys, take care.